The TIRTIR Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation has been the talk of the town for a while, but TIRTIR has two other formulas which I find are not necessarily as hyped as the red one, and I'm curious as to why, so I made sure I snagged them. Now in today's video, we are going to try the silver one. This is the Mask Fit Aura Cushion Foundation. We're gonna apply her, see it in action. We'll do like a first impressions, and of course, we'll be doing a wear test. And yeah, I will dedicate a whole nother video to the pink one. I'm very curious about this one as well. If you're new here, my name is Yari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a makeup artist and I love trying new product, reviewing a product, giving you guys honest thoughts, and say that a product doesn't work for me or may not work for everyone. I give you tips and tricks on how to make them work. Kind of like how to multitask or multi-purpose a product. I've featured this one on the channel several times. I'll give you the short version. This is gonna be great for normal combo skin. It provides medium full coverage and offers like a satiny, glowy finish. It's really nice. If you have a lot of texture, you're really gonna have to rely on a pore blurring primer. I liked the red one. First impressions, it was nice. However, I prefer it with a skin blurring primer. I feel like it wears better and it looks prettier and much smoother on the skin. The shade I snagged for the silver is going to be 31N French Beige. The reason I went with 31N French Beige is because that is my spot on perfection shade when it comes to the red one. This baby is said to provide the lightest coverage out there, almost like a skin tint, like a very sheer skin tint, balancing out some of the discoloration on your skin. It said that it is a soft, dewy finish, therefore you'll look like you kind of have glass skin. I want to see what this is really going to look like on the skin. Can people with blemishes and a lot of redness get away with applying her? No, that's why we're giving her a try. My skin is 100% clean. I am going to use a primer, but this is a moisturizer at the same time. It does not offer a dewy finish. It's not pore blurring or anything because I want to really see how the foundation is going to apply, how it's going to transform the skin. And if I were to use like a blurring primer, then I'm messing with the formula and I won't see how it would truly look on its own. We are moisturizing and priming at the very same time. I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for like a minute. I will tell you though, I snagged these off of TikTok. These, it was $15 and I ended up getting free shipping, which is amazing. When I got this one, I paid $25 on TikTok, but it was all the rage at the moment earlier this year. I don't even know if this is gonna be like 100% my shade. I did notice it was a little off, but I feel like I can pull it off. I do love the packaging. I feel like it's kind of fancy, you know, you just, and it comes with a little mirror, which is nice. They're each gonna come with their own sponge, which I'm obsessed with sponges like this. It's literally a beauty sponge, like one of the beauty blender ones, but just nice and flat. I opened it when I did my little shopping unboxing. It does come with a seal, which is awesome. In the event that you're like, is this new? Did someone touch it? You don't even have to worry about it because it's literally sealed until you pull the entire seal out. I'm gonna do one side with the sponge and then one side with a brush. I'm gonna kind of press this baby like so. Pound, pound, pound. We picked the product. Technically, you can close it and like dab here, but this is supposed to be such sheer coverage. And it's supposed to be dewy, so I feel like I'll be okay. Doing one side. I am a less is more girl. As long as my skin looks even and I don't have like that redness coming through, I'm good. I love being able to see like freckles. I want you to see my skin. So if this is like my skin, but better, just like pure perfection, oh my God, this might be for me because I love to compensate with all the other products like powder and bronzer and blush and concealer. Okay, so this is gonna be the one side. I even went along the side of my nose, over here. And I did a line. I like this because you can just, and then here you go. That's the skin. Okay, first of all, like the match is so freaking good. I'm not even mad at it. Like, I'm dead serious. I see the dew. It's doo-doo. Very doo-doo. But I'm okay with doo-doo because we can mattify. You see how I'm pinker on this side and then I have some redness here? Hormones, girl. What do, right? Side of my nose, even here, it already started. And then like around here, you see some pink. But it actually looks good on this side. I'm gonna go in with a brush. I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics. I'm gonna dab. Hopefully I'm not wasting producto. And I am just gonna kind of tappy tap and we'll see how this goes. Now I am gonna link the product below. I don't know if the links will be from TIRTIR or if it'll be, because TikTok no longer has them at the $15 and I don't think I can link TikTok. I've never done that before. So I'll just find links to the product and link it below in case you guys are interested. I feel like I might be able to find it over on Amazon. Just know that the links in the description box, some of them are affiliate links. So if you were to ever use them, you're helping me and my channel because I get a little bit of a referral kind of kickback. You know, I get a little something, not a lot, but it's something. So if you choose to use it, I appreciate it, but I don't want you guys to feel obligated to click and use the links. It's more than enough that you guys support me by watching. But I love to be fully transparent. Y'all know that. Okay. Why am I doing this? This side should have set by now. And look at my fingers. It's tacky. Again, we can fix that with powder. On this side, you have slightly more coverage. It's not even that serious. Like, you can still see through to my freckles here. You can still see, I don't really have freckles on this side, but you can see the skin very well. Oh my God, like if I had to tell you on this side how much more coverage, I wouldn't even say it's a 1. I would say it's a 0.25. It's not all that noticeable, you know, because here I don't have freckles and all my freckles are technically on this side, if that makes any sense. It looks very doo-doo, although the shade is amazing. I'm not mad at it. So this is what I'm gonna do. To move forward, I'm gonna apply a face, you know. Get myself together. It is 11:32. Let's see how it performs with like other products. Is it gonna look good? So it is 11:32. I wanna see if it's gonna work well with like powders. Do you still see some dew coming through and all that good stuff? I had to pause in between. I've literally only applied bronzer, which is going to be the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Bronzer Contour, $7, so good. And then I applied my concealer. I used the True Match Serum Concealer. I am in W6 if you guys are interested. And then I set the under eye, the bridge of my nose, my little T-zone area with my Pat McGrath Subliminal, what is it? The Sublime Perfection Powder in yellow. That's all I've done. I wanna show you guys because I am gonna set the rest of the skin because girl, this is definitely doo-doo. This is amazing for anyone with really dry skin. It's gonna make you look dewy and hydrated. But this is what I don't like. I don't like that super shiny finish. I want some radiance, but this is a bit much for me. Remember that radiance emphasizes your pores and it's going to emphasize any texture. And I have normal combo skin, so with this going on, I feel like I'm just gonna look a greasier hot mess later. But I wanted to show you like I set this area here, but you can see the brow is still super shiny, the forehead, all like the perimeter, and then here is still super shiny. You can definitely see where I didn't powder the damn skin, girl. So I am gonna move forward and powder the skin because I feel like I need to, but I'm gonna lightly powder with the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass in Suntan. And when I say lightly, I mean I'm gonna like saturate this brush, right? Like tap out and then kind of dust over. This is not going to change the color of the foundation, but it will kind of tone down all of this mess that we got going on. All right, friends, I was filming in between doing reviews and stuff like that. It is currently 12:08. That is what the skin is looking like, just so that you guys would know. Additional products aside from the kimchi, which I'm still looking dewy, but not as bad. Like, see how it's slightly toned down and I still look like myself? You could still see through to my freckles on the nose and on here under the eye. I've applied nothing else like on the rest of the face other than some blush. The blush that I've been using, and you guys love it when I use drugstore, is going to be the e.l.f. This is the primer infused blush in Always Rosy. On the eyes, I have the Level Up Primer, my collab with Ofa Cosmetics, as well as my Resilient palette. Yes, I labeled it, leave me alone. And then really, I just went in with some lashes I got off of Temu. These are self-adhesive lashes. We're giving these babies a try, so we shall see how that goes. On the lips, I've got e.l.f.'s Spill the Tea lip liner. You guys, $2, beautiful liner. And then I paired that with Chica, my Flexi Slick with Over. I've done no setting spray or anything like that because we want to see how it actually wears without any extra help. Oh wait, and I forgot to tell you guys what I used on the brows. So I applied my Benefit Precisely My Brow Wax. This one actually has a tint to it. I got mine in number 6, numero 6. I had filled it in before and then I kind of went in and just to make sure these babies stay in place. And it also adds a little more of shadow to the brow. I'll link these products below for you guys as well. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. Boom. I think the eyes look so pretty. They're simple. It's everyday wearable. Is my palette. The skin is looking nice. The skin so far, I mean, we're looking at what, 30, 40 minutes in? It's looking good. It worked really well with powders. There's no separation, like harsh separation. I didn't have to work hard to make everything blend together. And you guys, it is so freaking dewy that I use the kimchi powder, which does the most to the under eye and the face as a whole, and it's really supposed to mattify. We're still doo-doo. And remember, I applied a primer, but first impressions, first thoughts. If you have oily skin, stay away from that foundation. I am going to go about my business. I'm gonna get some editing done. I still have to film another video and all that. And then I'll follow up. I'll check in. It's 12:12. I feel like I will follow it in like maybe 2 to 3 hours, and we'll see, unless something else happens. And then I have to like come sooner. It is time for our first checkup. It is 2:06 p.m. I had lunch, so my lippy wore off. I never touch up my wear tests because I feel like you're kind of finagling with the formula, right? You want to see how it's truly gonna wear throughout the day. So I've literally not touched up the skin at all whatsoever. And my lip has faded, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I've done nothing strenuous. I have not cooked. I have not cleaned. I've literally sat there and edited for the past 2.5 hours. So technically I've been very, what is it? Sedentary? That's a word. I know it's a word. I've just been put, right? So there's really no reason for me to sweat or anything like that in the skin. Okay, so there's pros and cons to this. Off the bat, when you really look at it, right? I'm dewy. Like, girl, it's doo-doo again. It looks like I never powdered the skin. That's the con at this point, and it's only been 2.5 hours. Here's the pro. Everything looks so melted into my skin. My skin looks super smooth, and it's not emphasizing my large pores in this area as much as you would think, even though it's dewy. I mean, you can see that I have pores. Hello, I'm human. I have skin like you do, right? But it definitely looks very smooth and pretty. It has not settled on to the sides of my nose as you would think, at least not yet. I expect that to happen, which is gonna be annoying. When I do my final update in a few hours, I will also give you thoughts. So we'll do close-ups and I'll give you thoughts on what I think that you need to do to make it work for you if you really wanna try it. But right now, this is where we're at, and it hasn't rubbed off or anything anywhere on the skin. So basically, wherever I put it, that baby is like, it's there. I am going to follow up in a few hours. Let's see what happens. Every time I do a wear test, I always come back at the end of the day looking a hot mess express. That tells you this is not scripted, okay? That tells you I am quite literally like you guys. At the end of the day, I'm freaking exhausted, okay? From dealing with the kids to cleaning the house to doing laundry to doing the comprita, because obviously we need to eat, so you have to go get groceries. Plus I'm filming, plus I'm editing, and it's a whole freaking thing, and I was struggling with the computer today. Anyway, let me fix my hair so I don't look as crazy. What is up with the skin? Like, this gives you more than just a freaking dew. This is not cute. It's just not cute. Let's give it a close-up look on the side of my nose. I have very minimal settling. The foundation has not shifted, has not moved. A little bit is missing off of here, but I was getting frustrated with the computer, so I did one of those. So this is one of those foundations that's gonna sit on the skin and not move, which is wonderful. The only problem is you're gonna look like a grease ball at the end of the day. So if you have a really dry skin, I highly recommend this foundation. Dry skin requires a lot of hydration. So this, being as dewy and hydrating, would be great for dry skin. Now, normal combo, i.e. myself and a whole bunch of you guys, I don't think it's a bad foundation. I love how it stayed in place. I love that it eventually looked almost like I had applied the Makeup Forever spray, except I didn't, because y'all know I hate that sprayer. It just gives it that look like it's my skin. It's very much glass-like. Pero this is glass with like a splash of water. This is a little too much. So what I would do is I would avoid anything hydrating prior to. I would probably go in with a mattifying primer. So I would skin prep, I would tone the skin, right? And then I would go in with a mattifying primer, and I think the foundation will look really, really nice. If you suffer from an oily T-zone, that's where the normal combo comes into place. Sometimes you'll have like an oily T-zone, then I would blot in between. And then if you have really oily skin, mija, this one is not for you. Now I'm thinking if you have really, really oily skin, based on what the pink one is being advertised to do, the pink one might be for you, but don't worry. You don't have to buy it before you see it in action in a real review. I am going to dedicate a full video to it like I did with this one, as I stated earlier in the day. The foundation's not horrible, and girl, I'm not mad. I paid $15 for it, and it's like very travel friendly. This is just one of those situations where you have to kind of try to figure out what formula, what products are gonna work for you and your personal preference. There's people who love walking around like this, not me. I do wanna see what the skin looks like with some powder. Say that we go in, hold on, and we blot it, right? Is it still dewy? Is it gonna look ugly? Is it gonna look weird? Or does blotting it definitely make a difference and kind of helps you hit the reset button? I have a whole bunch of foundation wear tests here on the channel if you guys want to check it out. The most recent one is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. I also have the One Size foundation. Just check out my reviews. I do wear tests similar to this one. I like to provide as much detail as I can. Okay. Once we applied it was literally a little bit of powder, the skin is definitely looking better. So we went from greasy hot mess to dewy again. So a little bit of powder allows you to hit the reset button for a few more hours. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you what time it is. Jeez Louise. Okay, so the timer says I've been talking to you guys at this point with this checkup for 6.5 minutes. And right now it is 6:38. So let's just say I checked in at 6:30. This was not gonna last 10 hours on my skin. And even with a little bit of extra powder, it doesn't look dry or chunky or anything. It just kind of looks like fresh. Those are my thoughts, you guys. I'm really curious to hear what your thoughts are on the foundation. Have you snagged the Mask Fit Aura Cushion Foundation? Have you been sitting on it? Were you waiting for an honest review, an actual wear test to see if maybe it's right for you? Let me know in your comments below. I really hope you found this wear test useful, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.